So we may have a new Resident Evil game. Actually, can you consider a Resident Evil 3 Remake a new Resident Evil game, even though Resident Evil 2 Remake felt like a whole new game? What do you guys think? Are remakes new games or not? Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to the Robotron Show, where we cover the latest gaming news. If you want to be kept up on the latest gaming news, click that subscribe button now and have that notification bell on so you know when I upload. So today's story is of course the new Resident Evil game or remake that's possibly in development over at Capcom. Now if you've played the Resident Evil 2 remake for any amount of time, you know that is insanely good. So good in fact, it's up for Game of the Year, and with its competition I think it has a good chance, which by the way, keep the Game Awards in your head because it's going to be very important later on in this video. With the Resident Evil 2 remake being so good and accepted by the fans and loved by the fans, Capcom would be nuts to ignore a Resident Evil 3 remake, which it seems like they're not ignoring it. Now this new Resident Evil rumor was a small rumor until a YouTuber by the name of Spawnwave covered the rumor, and now places like VGN, IGN, and pretty much any gaming channel is covering it. VGN has had its sources that confirmed this rumor too, according to the Games Radar article, but still take it with a grain of salt because it could be wrong. Now this brings up a couple questions and a little speculation on my part. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to Robo Rob Gaming for more gaming news and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. So the first question is, when will we see this Resident Evil 3 remake announced? Well, I think you have to think about what events are coming up, what gaming events, and the obvious one is the Game Awards. With the Game Awards coming up and the Resident Evil rumors floating about, what if Resident Evil 2 remake wins Game of the Year, and after that it's announced that we get a Resident Evil 3 remake trailer announcing that it's in development at Capcom. Other than the Game Awards, there really isn't any notable events that would have a Resident Evil 3 remake announcement. Not that can come to mind. If there is other events that could happen, tell me in the comment section below. But don't give your hopes up because the events are not the only way a Resident Evil game can be announced. A Sony State of Play could pop up, or even a Nintendo Direct, or maybe they'll drop a trailer online. And I think it's fair to ask, what other Resident Evil games can get this treatment? Hell, what other Capcom games can get this treatment? Because if fans love these Resident Evil remake games with Resident Evil 2 and of course Resident Evil 3, if that is a thing, Capcom would not just sit by and just stick to Resident Evil. Beautiful Joe, Dragon's Dogma, holy crap, can you actually imagine a Dragon's Dogma built from the ground up? I've never played Dino Crisis, but I know that's another one that's really good from Capcom, and I've heard amazing things about that. That would be cool too. And of course other Resident Evil games like say Resident Evil 4. Would you imagine a Resident Evil 4 remade in the same engine as the Resident Evil 2 remake? That would blow everyone's mind. Everyone would be on board with that. There is just so many possibilities. And it wouldn't be just ports, it would be in the same engine as Resident Evil 2 remake, or maybe another engine that they have built up just specifically for a different remake, like of course I mentioned a Dragon's Dogma remake. Actually, tell me what game you would want the Resident Evil remake treatment to have. It doesn't even have to be a Capcom game. I think you guys already know mine, of course Legends of Dragoon. I would love to see that being remade. And the third question is of course what platform or generation I should say is it going to be on? Sony, Xbox, hell even that rumored Switch Pro. All these new platforms are coming up or possibly coming up, and I think more than likely if Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is being remade, it's probably going to be for next gen for sure. If it's announced at the Game Awards, it's more than likely a 1 or 2 year wait, and most likely it'll probably be in the second year of the next generation. And if not the second year, most likely the end of the first year. I mean, we're already having games announced for the next gen and developers coming out and saying yes, we're working on a next gen title, so wouldn't be surprised if Capcom says that this game is coming out for the next generation of consoles. That's it for today guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the video, and also you can follow me on Twitter at RoboRob93 if you want, and I will see you guys in the next episode of the Robotron Show. Make sure you guys tell me your thoughts on the Resident Evil 3 remake rumor and what game you would want to see remade, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.